Yo, what's up, y'all? So now that the 2XKO Alpha Lab is coming to a close, I thought I'd do my small recap video on it. So first of all, the welcome screen, or whatever you want to call this, feels like a bit too much of a slideshow presentation, which to me I don't really mind, because it's you're not spending a lot of time here, so it's fine, and I really give it a pass, to be honest. However, for the finished product, I think this could use some tweaking, but you see it says Alpha Lab in the bottom right, so they probably already know that. I've seen people split on the lobbies. I've seen people think that they're really cool and really fun, and they like walking around with their little character and doing all sorts of things. And I've seen people who are like, no, this is trash. Why isn't it just a queue? I'm kind of halfway. I really like how they are different from every other fighting game lobby. You can literally walk around the whole thing in 15 seconds, and unlike some other games like Tekken, where you're walking around for literally an hour to figure out where to go. And I think it's kind of nice that you can, jump around and do some jump on these platforms while you're in queue. I think that's really good. And you can also watch people's matches, which I'm surprised how this is the first game that really does that. I think it's really nice and really cool. I want to see other games, do this. It's right there. You can watch this person play. And I've actually learned some tech from watching these. The one thing I kind of dislike about the lobbies, though, is that when you queue up, then you have to go to one of the arcade cabinets, and that's fine. However, I've been playing this game for a while, every single day, and after a minute, it does get kind of annoying, because, there's some places where you can't jump up. I think it'd be nice if you could move the camera, a little bit by yourself, so you can see how to get up some of these places. You can get up there, but can't get up here. It's a little bit unclear. So, that's really all I've got for the lobbies. I don't mind them. I think they're solid, and they're pretty simple and effective. The next thing, I've also seen this be controversial, is training mode. And this is about what I think of training mode on your screen right now. I think it is very good for players like me, and probably you if you're watching this and not a League player. It's very much the fighting game players' training mode. This is what I'm used to in every single game that I play. Every single fighting game I play. You always do all the basic stuff, and then it throws you to character select, then it throws you to stage select, and you select your stage, and then you go in. I don't mind that. It's perfect for me. It feels the same as it does in every single game. I can just boot this up, command list, cool. Oh, I want to get myself all of my meter. Cool, got that done. Oh, I want to set them to block low. So it's perfect for a player like me. However, all of my friends have got to try this game and play with me. Don't really get that, and they don't know how to set all of this. Have had to go into Discord calls, or just yank the controller out of their hands and do it all. So it could use a bit a training mode tutorial, which is something I actually think a lot of fighting games should do, so it's not just this. The only really UI complaint I have is I think the burst, or the green bar at the top, should be made a little bit bigger. And right next to where it says assist ready, that looks like forward Y to me. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but that looks like forward Y, so maybe making that also a little bit bigger would be beneficial. And then I don't really think it's that distracting either, so those are the only UI-centric things I have to speak on. Now, this is probably what you're all here for, the gameplay section. I feel like this game's gameplay is very snappy and reminds me a lot of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which is one of my favorite fighting games. And that's because how the combo system works. You can literally go light, medium, heavy, launcher, light, medium, heavy, launcher, and then special. And then you get a small little combo. I think that's perfect. It allows for noobs to really learn how these games work, and it's not too mashy, because you spam medium, you're not gonna get shit really. You have to go have a little bit of a sequence in mind to know what to do. Now, that being said, the more advanced combos in this game I think are perfect. They're super fun to land online. They're super cool to execute with a friend if you're in freestyle and you want to do that. It's really fun. Or 2x assist. And overall, I think they nailed it. I think this gameplay is basically perfect for me. It feels like Power Rangers, like I said, and I don't think there's anything crazy redundant or crazy out of the loop balance wise. And I say that because every character in this game feels like they bring their own strengths. Echo, you're getting mixed up like crazy. This move right here is insane. So You can charge it in the air too. He's just like a crazy character. Braum, right here. Or I should go Braum, right here. So each character has their strengths and weaknesses, and I think they're all easy to spot if you play for like, I don't know, like 3 hours. You can kind of get the gist of a couple of characters that you're going to play. That being said, there still are some interesting balancing decisions. However, it is an alpha, but I'd just like to point this out. Alrighty, so not to be redundant, because everybody knows these two characters right here, Darius and Ahri, are literally insane. It's like every character's good, then they're like a couple steps up. It's not terribly egregious because you can get stuff going with other characters. It's just like maybe we should tone these down a little bit. And I think a lot of that has to do, I mean, we all know that is a bug. So once that's gone, I think she'll be a little bit worse. But her range on some things like this maybe could be shortened a little bit, or the wave dashing, or sorry, excuse me, the air dashing time, like for this. Like, y'all, I don't know how to do it, but when she does that air dash thing, that could be nerfed a little bit to like take a little bit longer so you can hit her out of it easily. I don't know. I just think there's a couple things that they could do to make her pressure a little bit worse. That being said, one thing I'm a huge fan of in this game are the defensive options. The push block is awesome. I think this push block is great. Pushes them a far enough distance away. Feels amazing. Something I'm a huge fan of that I didn't know I needed is like the retreating guard. I found myself using this a crazy amount of times. It's just like, get away from me. And the weakness of it, putting you in the corner, I think is perfect. Like, look at this, y'all. I hit him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in the corner now. I hit him 5 times and he's in the corner. Not to mention, if I'm like jumping in with Darius, he's going to do it all the time. However, that being said, I think that back dashes could use like a frame or two of invincibility. And I know that would make it like super good, but it feels kind of hard when you're getting chased down and you're not blocking. Jump-ins just feel super strong. That's what I'm trying to say. And having a different option would be nice because every character doesn't have a DP. Now, my favorite defensive option in this game is the parry. This thing is super good. If you time it correctly, you get a full combo, obviously depending on where the screen you are, but if you know what you're doing, you'll get a full combo. And it just allows for a lot of really hype moments and kind of create some counterplay. Like, y'all know this. If the person doesn't like delay it a good amount, you can parry it. If they don't go like this and just go like this, mash it, it's like you can parry it. And there's no excuse, really, if you have a bar. So I think that's really good. I think they did a great job in the parry. You don't see it a lot because it's hard to do. I think that's a perfect defensive mechanic. The next part that I want to touch on gameplay-wise, because, you know, I've said all the characters are fun. I've said all the characters are good. Nobody feels extremely weak. So we all know at the heart of every tag fighter is synergy. This is literally Synergy the game. You can put together 2 characters and do stuff you didn't even know existed and create situations that are just insane mix-ups, crazy damage, or even just like fun. Like the freestyle fuse, if you know how to use it correctly, you get 2 characters on each side and you're just wailing on them. It's so much fun and it's super rewarding for having a lot of game knowledge. And that's something I think that this game does really well. It rewards you. It rewards good fighting game players. It rewards people who've been doing this for a while. And this specific build does do that a lot more than it welcomes in new players. But I just want Riot to know that I really appreciate that, and I feel seen a little bit, and I feel like they're doing a lot of things right with this, and I am pleasantly surprised. As a long-time League player, I'd like to give my input on all of like the character designs and just how the characters look, and they've translated from League. And y'all aren't going to be surprised. I think it's perfect. Amazing that they apply a wound that's Hemorrhage from League. They really just outdid themselves with how these characters play, and I think they feel like the same they do in League. It feels like Ahri is very much the mid lane mage. Yasuo is very much still a crazy technical character that you need to kind of understand and then apply. Darius is still 1, 2, 3. You know, we all know Darius is disgusting. So yeah, it all feels really good, well thought out, and they feel well translated from League. and I'm excited to see what new characters they add. Y'all will see videos on that soon. Now, in terms of the Alpha Lab and things I've noticed, there are a couple of bugs, like the music cutting out for some matches. When you're loading in, sometimes it still shows like the lobby room, but only the couch. It's really weird. And some things here and there, like in the select screen also, you like see the enemy character spawn back in and be in the bottom left. But that's all things I know they're going to cover, and I'm not really worried about that at all. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this review. I think this game's great. And I know I see a lot of people complaining about how it's not accessible for new players. I think that comes with time. Y'all, we're playing an alpha. We're not playing a finished product. We're not playing the finished game. We're not playing as 16 characters, which I think the roster is going to be. We're playing as these 6. And I think all of these 6 characters are great. And I think that the barrier to entry being as high as it is, from what I've heard, is fine. And if you want to get good, go play Power Rangers. Please, if you take anything away from this, go play Power Rangers. Alright, y'all, so that's been the video. It's been Fuller RIP, RIP Fuller. The message is, go play Power Rangers. Alright, bye-bye. I'll see you on the next one. And good job, Riot.